guys, welcome to another YouTube video. It's been a while, but work keeps me busy and life keeps me busy. Anyway, we're on shutdown. I have lots of free time and I just thought, hey, why not bring back the YouTube channel? I don't have anything else to do. So I'm going to show you a bit of what it's like to play Frostpunk's endless mode. I've played every single version of this game in that I've beaten all the expansions. The only one I haven't beaten is the Last of Autumn. I don't own it yet, so I haven't played it, but once I get my hands on that, I'm going to zero that as well. So as you can see, the first thing I'm going to do is enable endless shift. And I do that because I want my workshops to be able to work longer. As you can see right now, I'm kind of like doing like a layout of 4 houses. So I have an idea of how far the range on the heater will go, because I want to fill those first 4. What do you call those? what do you want to call those? Those first 4. The word will come back to me. But I want those first 4 rings to be houses. Okay, we want to fill those with houses so that when we max the heater eventually, that's not taken up by what I consider to be non-essential building. And any building that doesn't host people for me is a non-essential building to be in that space. That space is primarily for houses. And before I forget, med tents. Med tents are very important. In fact, in a few, you're going to see how important. So you may have noticed that I just enacted a new law. I'm bringing faith in. I always choose faith over order because it is my personal belief that it is easy to lead people through religion than it is to lead them through fear. And history shows us that that is very, very true. Okay, so I always lean to faith over order. If I want a complacent society that will not riot and execute me, try to lead them with some religion. I chose religion first. So now you see I'm trying to have an idea of where my essential resources are, and I just realized, holy shit, the wall drill is like really far away from the town. It's gonna take a lot of wood to build a road out there. So what I'm gonna do right now instead is prioritize getting some sawmills out there for wood. Alright, so we're back. I need to build 2 houses of prayer. I hope I don't forget to do that. But I've already played like an hour of this, so I know I haven't forgotten it. By the way, this is sped up by 200% because I figured no one would want to watch me play this in real time. In real time, this takes a long time. Like, I recorded an hour and a half before I was like, maybe I should edit this down. Maybe. Yeah. So, as you can see right now, I'm putting in some sawmills because wood is going to become very integral in a few. In fact, later on in my playthrough, I realized that I don't have enough sawmills for wood. I'm also like really struggling with food right now. Like my people are starving. I'm not bringing in enough food to the cook shops for them to cook to sustain my people. As you can see now, I just enabled evening prayers. The reason for that is on the faith, we have some buffs that we can use to increase the overall hope of the town, as well as bring down discontent. So the very next thing I'm going to enable a law for on the faith is going to be the temple, because that will also allow me to do evening prayers, as well as the temple gives the entire community a buff, where you'll see pop-ups like, the temple has convinced some people to change their ways. Great. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Faith over order. Facts. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just like trying to plot out some more, another sawmill along the road. I finally have enough wood to research that second level of technology. What I'm going to want to sort out really soon is I'm probably going to want to research bunkhouses. That's going to become really, really important in a few, because it's going to get cold, like -30 in like a few seconds. So bunkhouses are going to become really important for my population. Alright, so the next thing is, I personally never, ever implement child labor. No, I find it like to be like the absolute worst thing ever in real life. So in the virtual world, I would never implement child labor. There is one of the expansions you can play in this game where child labor has already been enacted. It's the fall of Winterhome, and call it like basically all the bad laws have been enacted. Oh, okay, so we just experienced our first death. I'll get back to the fall of Winterhome, but I just want to talk about those two options that you saw me going through a while ago. The choice between the cemetery and the snow duns. Or is it the snow pits? Snow pits. So something I've learned is if you pick the snow pits, first of all, people don't like that because you're basically just throwing the bodies out in the cold. Second is you have to put the snow pit like really far out, because if it starts to melt, then people will start to get sick and they'll like die in droves. Did I already mention that people don't like that, so they'll be really discontented? However, if you pick the snow pit, the very next law that you can pass prevents people from dying when they're gravely ill or something like that. I like have to double check on that. But the buff right after snow pits is very, very good. But just the thought of throwing people's bodies out into a pit doesn't really like sit well with me on the inside, so I tend to lean towards the cemetery. You can also put the cemetery closer to the generator where it's warm, and then after you've enabled the cemetery, my next go-to is to enable ceremonial funerals, which I think it's a debuff where it prevents people getting sad when people die, which is going to be very good for me because people start to die in droves in a few. Like, it gets really cold and they just start dying, okay? And it's what it is, okay? People die sometimes. So I'm at a place now where I realize that I need more steel, so I need to implement my steelworks. So I'm dropping in my 2 steelworks. and I must send a lot of my what I consider non-critical workers up there to go sort out the steel work. I'm also laying down the coal thumpers. You can see that I'm sort of like trying to place them right now. The thing in endless mode, coal thumpers are like, first of all, coal thumpers are generally underrated like overall in this game. I don't think enough people utilize them to the best of their abilities. Coal thumpers, they create so much coal. Like when you combine it and gathering huts, because I didn't always know that you could place a gathering hut next to a coal thumper. I used to have my people directly pick the coal up from the coal thumper, and they kept getting frostbite and dying, which again, remember, not good. We don't want that. So happy we could oh shoot, I just got some water on my computer. That's not good. I was trying to drink some water out of a cup, and a drop of water just like leaked off the bottle and fell on the keyboard. I have a keyboard cover because this is not my first rodeo. It probably won't be my second, but let me put a paper towel or something underneath that. You might be wondering why I don't have a coaster. Who has coasters in their bedroom? Plus I have a glass desk. I don't really think I need a coaster. I just wipe it off. What am I doing now on screen? Steel wreckage, because I need more steel. So I'm going to take these people off working on the steel wreckage, and I'm going to send them to work at the steelworks. Right. Is sometimes I don't build the beacon until the second wave, so I can avoid having to save people from storm shelters. I built the beacon early because I need storm shelters, because storm shelters have more people and I need more people. Like, I desperately need more people to work. What I'm not understanding is that I have 23 people free, and it took for night for anybody to come and like work on these things. There's a storm shelter. All right, let's get those extra people because I desperately need them. I should put down tents for these people. There we go. Just another day in Jamaica. Just your average bike man driving by. So yeah, I'm recording this audio on my phone. Cause like I don't have like no big YouTuber setup and thing. You see me? I mean, like, I have a gaming PC and I have a gaming headset. But here's the thing, I couldn't figure out how to record the audio on the headset. I know there's a way that like you can have split audio where you record the game audio and then your commentary, and then you can like turn down the volume of your commentary, but I can't figure out how to do that, and it frustrates me, so I just don't. I do it this way. Record the audio on my phone. It's not so bad. Let's pre-back what's going on with the game. Oh, have we found the storm shelter yet? I wasn't looking. I was looking at the phone. What promise did I break? Oh, worms. I broke the promise of worms. Man, things are not going really good for me. And I've played through this, so I know it gets like really, really worse soon for me. Like when I have like I won't spoil it. Watch the next video to see what just know that in part 2, no matter what you see, I'm really good at this game. Okay, don't let part 2 fool you. I am very good at this game. Don't even let part 1 trick you. I am great at this game. Anyway, thanks for watching. The video is about to end. See you guys on part 2, and then part 3, and then part 4. The goal of this gameplay is probably to get to 1,000 people in the city. I've never had 1,000 people in the city. The most people I've ever had was 800 and something. So I would really love if we could get to 1,000 people living in this endless community, not starving and not in need of anything. All right, catch you guys later. I hope you're staying safe during this quarantine, and remember to wash your hands. Bye.